He was probably top 2 Gangplank player in Korea, and he was also like the best Urgot and Swain player, like way back in the day, like season 8, season 9. He was like permanently high challenger and stuff. Wind was also permanently high challenger. I don't know what they do nowadays. Wind went to military, and then after military, I don't know what he did. Selfie, I don't know what Selfie does actually. Let me see what Selfie does. Hold on, Selfie lol. What does Selfie do? He name changed to Nulu, and yeah, I guess that's it. He name changed to Nulu, and then I guess he retired. And I think that he said that he wanted to be an electrician the last time that I talked to him. Selfie's really sad. Selfie is one of the natural league talents. And what I mean by that is Selfie will not play the game for... So I think this was like the end of last summer. I want to say this is the end of last summer. He hadn't played the game in like 8 months, and then prior to that, he hadn't played the game in like a year. Something around then. And then he was Fudge's 1v1 partner on C9, and I think he played top in a lot of scrims. And then he'll take like year-long breaks from the game, come back, and then get top 10, like playing like Victor or like Oriana like every single game. It's kind of like what was his name? It was kind of like Magifelix. Magifelix would like disappear, come back, and get really high rank. But Selfie could actually play in competitive. Yeah, there it is. Actually, there it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. XYZ. That was it. That was it. XYZ. Oh my God. This is actually it. Oh my God. Yes, yeah, I was listening to sub too. Yep. Oh my God. And then we didn't... So the funniest thing here, we didn't go to the qualifier because everyone got into a really big argument the morning of the qualifier. Everyone got into a really big argument. It was mostly between Onion and Autumn, and it was about draft. And we just didn't go to the qualifier. And then yeah, then everything sort of fell apart after. But then we kept playing through like January, and then when Selfie left Korea and everything, then we finally stopped. So it was fun. Good times, good times. I have a lot of scrims on my PC, actually. I have a lot of scrims on my PC.
Ô, Taquinha, você escolheu o Mirão no seu fantasy, não foi? Farmou aí também?
Ah, bem legal, também.
Best LCK team that we actively scrimmed was KT. I think I have games playing mid and jungle at that time. And then what else?
E hoje ainda tem Cells, hein, Cells?
Vamos nessa daí, estamos de olho em vocês, tá? Estou com seu top laner também aí, né? Não dá só você, não.
What else was it? There was the big LPL team. There was the really big LPL team that we played. RNG. We scrims versus RNG.
Tá me surpreendendo muito positivamente os dois lados, tá?
A gente tá vendo um meta ali realmente entre esses dois times que tá todo mundo querendo...
Played against Xiaohu. Lissandra versus Silas top lane.
Em 2025 não tem muito espaço pra você não cair numa grande luta. Foi muito no detalhe, concordo ali com o que o Lupe e a Tabinha estavam falando lá no outro estúdio pra gente. O time da Cade agora ainda tem como finalizar a série com 2-1, mas
because of a lane swap.
A gente tá falando dele desde o começo
do dia de hoje. That's such a you thing, but it wasn't me. It was the players argued and we couldn't go. That was like literally it. The players like boomed.
Alguns deslizes a mais que fizeram no segundo jogo, mas também condições totais da Loud ainda sair hoje com uma vitória.
Pra gente, tá, questão que escolheu a Azir pro Mireu.
Asia has such an unfair scrim advantage versus Western teams. To an extent, yeah. To an extent. But I would argue that the gap is closing, but the reason that the gap is closing is because the speed at which the East can accelerate, or the speed at which the East can continue to move forward, is getting slower and slower as time passes. Especially with like directions that Riot has been moving the game in. It becomes increasingly more difficult. What was the disagreement? The disagreement was just on draft. I remember that it was specifically about Zyra support. That's what I remember.
2-0, hoje apenas 2-1. É uma etapa de pick and play que vai até a semana 3. É bom lembrar que essa